So, hi, good afternoon. So, I'm with my friend Janice, and this afternoon we'll have some short discussion about some developmental disabilities that I have researched about, and it's like an information dissemination drive to other people who might not be that aware of some developmental disabilities. So, hi, Janice.
Hello,
Thank you.
Liza.
Thank you very much for coming over.
You're welcome.
I know this is not an easy one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so first and foremost, I have researched two disabilities, but then we'll have it one after the other.
Okay.
Right. So the first one is the Tourette's syndrome. Are you aware of what Tourette's is?
No, it is my first time to hear that term.
Oh, even when we were in the Philippines?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah, I think that's one of the biggest problem with dealing with disabilities is that people don't really know what they are. So, Tourette's actually is Tourette's or Tourette's syndrome, Tourette's disorder is what it's called, and it's a neurodevelopmental disability or disorder. Mm-hmm. It affects
As
the
the
brain.
brain, okay.
Yeah, neuro, it's all about the
Yes,
brain. And you know, the probability it's affecting 1% of the total population. So it's not that very rare, and it's actually like a common neurological disability. And then, you know, what happens if a person has the Tourette syndrome, they tend to have the involuntary or unwanted movement. Just like for us normal ones, we can
Yes.
just, when we are seated, we're like this.
Okay.
But for them, they tend to move like,
Okay.
they have
Yeah.
what we call tics.
6.
That's what they just move unwantedly,
Yeah.
and it's not controllable.
Oh, wow, that's a great information because we can encounter those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we just don't know the
The
name
thing.
of it, the
Yeah,
term,
the term
for
of
it,
it,
the
yeah.
right term for it.
Yeah, it's now
Yeah.
that you know it's Tourette's.
Yeah, it's
And
Tourette's.
what they experience like moving like that is what we call tics.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's Tourette's. Now, since you don't have any information or you don't really know about uh Tourette's more, so I would just be telling you about some assumptions
Oh,
or stereotypes. So when people see that, like they're just moving like that
Yeah.
involuntarily, some people would laugh at them.
Yes.
You know, they mock at them, like they deserve that or whatsoever. That's not the case. It should not be, right?
Okay.
Because who would have wanted to be born
With that.
with that?
Yes.
Exactly, right? So that's the misconception. And another thing is like other people would say that, oh, they're just making it up.
Yeah, okay.
You know, just
They just acting it.
yeah, they're just acting it. They don't have anything in their bodies. They're just
Yeah.
acting it out. So that's a misconception. But it's totally not, because when you have a Tourette's, when a person has Tourette's, they cannot control it. They cannot, even if they have to hold their hands, they have to hold their neck or head. They just really,
It's unconscious of them.
yeah, it's unconscious.
Okay.
So when they sit, then suddenly they move
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So it's very uncontrollable. So what do you think Tourette's might impact with this information? Like, you know, that they are moving involuntarily. How would this impact their lives?
I think it's because they are not seen to be, normal or typical child. Yeah, there would be some bullying that might happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's I think the scenario
Yeah,
would be.
the first.
Yeah, there would be bullying, so there would be an emotional impact on them. Yeah.
Exactly. I believe so. Like they would be like, for example, most especially the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, for the kids, like they would really be bullied for it.
Yes.
You know.
And knowing that they can't control that. So, yeah. So, what are the triggers of this? There are no triggers.
There are no triggers because
Okay.
the cause of Tourette's is really unknown.
Okay.
But sometimes they associate it with genetics
Genetic.
and environmental factors, but more likely it's still unknown.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really it can impact them emotionally, like they cannot do their activities of daily lives properly. Yeah, that's right. So are you aware of, maybe those are the challenges,
Yes.
right? Those are the challenges. And now the last question is, what kind of support or understanding do you think they need from
They
us?
need from us.
If we say like those who don't have this disability.
Okay, I think we need to understand them, and I think we need to promote that these things, this more about Tourette.
Yeah, awareness.
Let's give awareness to everybody that this is a disorder, and that they can control that, and that if we can see somebody with this kind of disorder, we need to not to bully them or not to laugh at them. Yeah. Because it's hard at their part.
Yeah, they
to
didn't
have,
want that.
and they don't want that to happen to them.
That's at the first
Yeah.
place. Yeah, exactly. And most often than not, we as a DSW, I would like to spread awareness, right? That
Yes.
as what you said, I would like to spread awareness about this disability, and like if we can be at least little more kinder to people like this, and let us not exclude them in the community, but we have to include them in the community. Yeah.
Inclusivity really.
Yes, inclusivity is a must. Especially they didn't, as you said, they didn't want it that way, right?
Yes.
They never did it. They didn't want it that way at the first place. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much
For this one. I
Okay,
appreciate it a lot.
you're
Bye bye.
welcome. Bye.